because years of intimidation and violence could not stop us, and we will not be stopped now. You hold the future in your hands, and now is the time to rise to the challenge. Standing together, let us send a message loud and clear. We will not let a handful of killers steal our democracy. Our surest way to stop them and to bring peace is to cast our vote. Let us vote in such overwhelming numbers that we show everyone how much we love our country, how much we love our people, how much we love peace, how much we love life itself. We will show the world that we are determined to stand up against violence, determined to vote for a better life for all. Every South African knows now is the time. Sekunjalo, kenako.
We'll take your questions in the usual fashion. Okay. Okay.
In other words, how confident are you about the security that's in place now, and what would you be doing differently than the present government is doing to ensure this fairness and a free election?
I have been in constant consultation with regard to such problems. Both the South African police as well as the South African Defence Force are doing everything possible to address the whole question of this violence. And therefore, I am, if there are any shortcomings in the action of the security forces, they are due to reasons which the authorities have shared with me. And I think that everything is being done to address the matter.
Yes, Mr. Konda?
Mr. Mandela, during your campaign trail across the country, you said you have seen homelessness, poverty, unemployment, and the fact that schools are not operating properly. I wonder...
In the sense that we'll start with creating jobs, building houses, providing free, compulsory, quality education. It is not possible to prioritize in that sense. We will tackle these issues simultaneously, depending on the resources at our disposal. They are all very important, and it will be necessary, therefore, to tackle them simultaneously.
Yes.
Mr. Mandela.
Subri? Subri.
Just been posted of one of the best, of having one of the best intelligence services. Now, over the past few days, there have been several car bomb explosions and other sabotage activities. And you have said that you have been you have regularly been in touch with Mr. de Klerk and the Minister of Justice. Why is it difficult to take preventative actions, or why was it difficult to take preventative actions to stop these sabotage activities?
Well, there are various problems, some of which I can share with you, some not. You will notice that part of the South African Defence Force and the South African Police have been deployed in Natal. To do that, a number of units from the Transvaal had to be transferred to Natal, leaving the security forces in the area not as strong as they would have wished. And I sincerely think that the National Intelligence Service has done its homework in this regard. And, but we are operating with a force which, due to circumstances which are known, is not as strong as we would like to have it in the light of the situation that is facing the country. And it's a situation that cannot be overcome by this government. It's a situation that will be properly addressed by a government of national unity. But subject to that, I would not blame the National Intelligence Service in this regard. I am convinced that they have done everything in their power to say to it that there is a free and fair elections, and that the actions that are being put in place now will be able to address this question and bring all those who are responsible for this loss into book. Put it in words. What I feel is beyond words. Colors and Indians. What
Years worth of transit.
I see.
27 years of jail.
Oh, I see. I forgot part of your question. Well, it's a tragedy to visit Israel in February this year. I had agreed to do so because it was the earliest date in which I could respond to the invitation from the government of Israel, which only came towards the end of 1992. There were certain arrangements, certain conditions attached to that visit, which was agreed upon both by the government of Israel and by the PLO, that there must first be a settlement, which unfortunately was not arrived at as we had hoped. I was personally disappointed that I was unable to visit the state of Israel. Our relations have changed completely. We have no particular attitude against any country, including Israel. But we couldn't go to Israel without receiving an invitation from the state of Israel.
Gentlemen,
which give hope to all South Africans. We have got a policy on how to deal with this violence, and in particular the
to then be conveyed in all its detail and complexity to readers and viewers in all four corners of the world. And on behalf of the Foreign Correspondents Association of Southern Africa, I would like to appeal to you and your colleagues to use your good offices to persuade the Commission to live.
Good morning, Mr. President.
Morning.
Roberto Maidana from Channel 2 in Buenos Aires, Argentina, and Chilean American International. As you know very well, the South Atlantic is a real critical area in the world. But on both sides of the ocean, people are not reciprocal of very well vinculation. Do you expect during your government and with the New Africa some kind of strong cooperation in consideration of our respective production are in many items competitive?
Well, we intend developing strong ties with every country in the world. And I think my response to the invitations which have come from different countries in the world indicates our concern to establish these strong relations. I have been to South America. I have visited many countries in South America, and I did so because of the importance of that region to us. And I have no doubt that it will be one of the aims of a new government to develop even stronger relations with your regions, as we are going to try and develop strong relations with all countries in the world.
Yes, sorry.
Therefore, progress in the course of this process because of our ability to address problems patiently, to put forward a simple. We have used the persuasion. We have established that necessary. It is when we have a government of national unity and the experience that we have achieved.
Finaliza aquí la conferencia de prensa del señor presidente, como le dicen todo el mundo, Nelson Mandela. Reiteramos que, aunque no lo sea todavía del Estado, cosa que se descuenta que va a ocurrir después de las elecciones, seguramente sí se puede decir que es el presidente del Congreso Nacional Africano. Naturalmente se produce esto que ven ustedes, que es una avalancha de periodistas sobre el palco del cual va a retirarse Nelson Mandela. Hay manos que se extienden para estrechar la de Mandela en un último saludo. Hay quienes quieren hacer también alguna pregunta un poco fuera de programa, y ahí está, requerido por esta cantidad extraordinaria de periodistas de todo el mundo, entre las cuales nos encontramos. Nelson Mandela avanza dificultosamente y los periodistas trabajamos de un modo no menos difícil, pero lo tenemos muy cerca, aunque sea un saludo vamos a poder recibir de él cuando pase junto a nosotros, si es que no nos derriban, como está ocurriendo en este momento. Es una lucha a brazo partido la que se está librando en este momento y que incluso amenaza de generar en verdaderas peleas a puño limpio entre periodistas un tanto exacerbados, seguramente tratando de obtener una nota mejor que la que pudieron conseguir en este momento. Mr. Mandela.
Tengo una silla entre medio.
Saludamos finalmente. Sí podemos, creemos que sí. Mr. Mandela, thank you very much for your attention to Argentina. Un poco movido todo, pero lo hemos logrado.
Okay. Come on, please. Okay, thank you.
Bueno, el presidente Mandela se va retirando con dificultades verdaderamente extraordinarias y no quiero pensar lo que va a pasar cuando se acerque a este verdadero brete que es la salida.